why not check out our website at wrestlingfatherandson.weebly.com, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. I'm Father Matt and this is Son
Kai.
and this is part 1 of the week that was WWE. This is Raw. There's a bit to go through with Raw this week of the Superstar Shake-Up. It started off with Stephanie McMahon coming down to introduce the Shake-Up, and then she introduced the best in the world. Shane McMahon came down, who did a little bit of a promo on The Miz that sort of proceeded to have The Miz come out and attack Shane McMahon. Obviously Shane McMahon is SmackDown and The Miz is a SmackDown, but we don't know, is he now on Raw? They didn't really say about that. But anyway, he came out and attacked him with a chair and then busted himself open in the process, which I thought was quite funny. Yeah, so not a lot there, but like I say, just nice little, they obviously keep continuing that The Miz feud with Shane McMahon. Then we had Ricochet and Aleister Black, who are announced are now a Raw tag team. They came out with Hawkins and Ryder, and they had an 8-man tag. That was against the Revival and the elephant in the room, the Viking Experience. There's a lot of feedback, obviously, on the internet with the fans not very happy about this. Obviously, the Viking Experience were the War Raiders in NXT, and they are the NXT Tag Team Championships champions. They didn't have the belts.
Then Vince McMahon changed it.
Yeah, he did change it. Apparently, WWE doesn't like the word war because it's barbaric, so they changed it to the Viking Experience. Not a very good name, in my opinion. I'm not going to rant about it. The fans are not very happy about it. We'll see what happens. They did win the match with a win on Zack Ryder, so they did push them. But yeah, I'll have to see how that name grows on me. I don't think it's going to. Next, there was a little promo for Cedric Alexander. He's now coming to Raw next week. And then we had Finn Balor versus Andrade, yes, in a non-title match for the non-title match, which Andrade won. Obviously, Andrade is now on Raw. It's nice to see Andrade on Raw. I think he'll get more of a bit of a push. He's a good wrestler. I think he's going to do very good on Raw, and so hopefully they use him in the right way. Next we had Elias again come out and do his bit with the guitar, saying about interruptions. He then got erupted again by Rey Mysterio, who then they got interrupted by Lars Sullivan again. Done another run out, another destroy of a superstar. This time it was Rey Mysterio, obviously building up to be a bit of a monster. They're not going to do much with Lars until they get him into a program, and someone's just going to do this every week now for the foreseeable future, basically. Then we had Chad Gable and Bobby Roode versus the Usos. The Usos are now on Raw, and we sort of thought that because last week they dropped the belts to the Hardys, so they're now on Raw. They won the match. I've read that Chad Gable and Bobby Roode are now split up, and now one's gone. I think Chad Gable's gone to SmackDown, I think, and Bobby Roode's still on Raw. I'm not too sure about that. I haven't really looked too depth. I was flicking through on the internet. I sort of saw that, so I think that's true. Then we had a moment of bliss, and that was Sami Zayn, who did basically did a little bit of a sort of babyface / heel promo. He sort of got them, played the theme tune, they were singing along with the theme tune, doing his chant and all that, and then he just completely destroyed Montreal hometown. Said he liked Montreal but didn't like the people. So yeah, they're pushing him as a heel. I don't really like Sami Zayn as a heel, but we'll see what happens in the future. Next we had Bayley come out. Bayley won with Sasha Banks. There's a bit of controversy about Sasha Banks in a minute, saying that she wanted to leave WWE, and she is, and she wasn't there Monday. But we had Naomi instead. Naomi is now on Raw, which I thought, being as she's married to one of the Usos, I thought that would happen anyway. And they were versus the Iconics, who obviously are the women's tag champs. They can go anywhere, and they obviously appeared on Raw. And Naomi got the win on the Iconics. Yeah, they've got the belt on the Iconics, and they're making them lose now. Doesn't make sense, but oh well. Next, another elephant in the room, EC3 versus, well, it wasn't really versus Braun Strowman, it was more of a destroying by Braun Strowman. I don't know if EC3 has rattled somebody in the back, but they've got a lot of heat on him. He's getting destroyed, he's not getting pushed, he hasn't really done anything since they bought sort of got him contracted, and this was another thing. He got the choke slam through the stage, and that was it. Ended in EC3 on Monday Night Raw. It was. Obviously, we think he's still on Raw. We'll see what happens in the future. Next, we had Becky Lynch versus Ruby Riott. She won the match, and then the Riott Squad tried to interfere, and she got rid of them. And then Natalya come out, and then she said she wanted to have a title match for the titles. But then Lacey Evans come out, and then Natalya and Lacey Evans had a title, a sort of #1 contendership match for them titles, which Lacey Evans won. I'm not really a big fan of Lacey Evans. I didn't think she was that great in the match, but we'll see what she can do with Becky Lynch. I just think she's going to be fed to Becky Lynch, and then Becky Lynch is going to get past her and move on. Don't think that Lacey Evans is going to be a contender at this moment. And then basically go to the end of Raw. Obviously a quick go through Raw this week. We had a few things to talk about, not a lot to be fair. Next it was Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins without the partner, because obviously Dean Ambrose has left. It was going to be against Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley, and they brought out, and Seth Rollins brought out AJ Styles. Yes, AJ Styles is now on Raw. They had obviously a 3-on-3 match, which AJ Styles went and won, and now he's obviously on Raw. Yeah, not a lot to Raw. A few superstars changed, and that there was a graphic where they said that Eric Young is now on Raw. And obviously they've taken him out of the Sanity. They didn't really do anything with Sanity. It's a shame, because the other two will probably get lost in the shuffle now, being as Eric Young was the more popular one out of them. And we'll see what happens there. But let's say it was an average episode of Raw this week. Yeah, there's not much to it. That's just a quick week that was WWE, just to keep you updated on what was happening. We'll do SmackDown in the next video. And I think we'll leave it there. So I'll leave all the links in the description. And I think I'll say goodbye. And we say goodbye, Kai.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you in the next one.